Good morning.
Updating Facebook.
Okay.
Our Facebook page. Everyone wants to know.
Gotta keep the boss up to date.
Absolutely. Who is the boss, BK or?
Okay.
Ah.
RBK.
Yeah, he sits probably on the computer all night long now.
Yeah, about 4 a.m. back home, he probably is.
I saw quite a few people being up. You know, you see on Skype and Facebook when they check in, and there were quite a few people up at night.
Yeah.
Hello, Pete. Hi, Steve.
There you go. What's up? Good day.
What is it? Wednesday afternoon? After round 6 it is?
6 now, yeah.
There comes the captain again. It's always when I'm trying to do something, right?
It's part of the air show for you, for the NSL audience.
Yeah. So how are your teams doing, Pete? You're here with Extremo.
Yep.
And you brought some super exciting news from the Nationals that your team finished there with a 19 plus average? Or?
19.5 or 19.6 I think it was, I can't remember. 19.5, yes. 19.5.
Yeah, I just got the information from Livio, so I'll post it later.
That'd be nice, that is good, because they went last year, they were at a 17, close to 18, and so they've made a big jump, with not that many jumps to be honest. I'm super happy with where they are. They're not having a fantastic competition here, there's been a variety of reasons for it, but this is fantastic experience that you won't get on a training camp, that you can only get out of a competition, so I'm hoping they're taking as much as they can from the experience.
Difficult after a top meet, you know, to follow up with another top meet.
For sure.
But your team, Steve, has a top meet, I would say, so far. We haven't given it much attention yet because the Golden Knights are just getting all the attention at the moment, and
they are, yeah. The Knights girls are kind of.
Yeah. But your team has an incredible meet. I mean, it's the best that I've seen so far. Is it? Do you see?
So far, yeah. We've had every round has been pretty much perfect. 1 or 2 tiny glitches, but yeah. So far, after 6 jumps, very good jumps.
Yeah.
For us, it's been great.
You tied the Aerodyne Deep Blue Defenders in round 6, right?
That's right.
So that's on the way up there too. I'm sure you're all happy. Now, do you think, Pete, that the re-jump situation was in round 1, was it?
For us it was round 2.
Round 2 it was, okay. Maybe that could have had, I mean, that was a very interesting story.
For sure that had an effect on them. I mean, it made them all realise that skydiving is actually quite a dangerous sport, something we forget every so often, you know?
Yeah.
Just to explain to the audience, there was Placido Udine, on the exit, he got himself caught up on something on the door. The rest of the team, ready, set, go. They blasted out on a 14. Pachi remained hanging on the aircraft just by his rig. His arms and legs were in free fall. Fortunately, the Sport Lotto guys were there. They dragged him back in and sat him down as he was shaking, and then went out and did a great skydive. But on the re-jump, they were nervous, for sure. And they pulled it back together. They had a really nice jump last night, and they just had a couple of little issues this morning. So, like I said, it's a good experience.
So they're going to Dubai, of course, and there's still quite some time left. So between this and that, the 20 average is in reach?
Yes.
Obviously. How was the competition draw at the Italian Nationals?
We had one really nice round, one fast round, 5 point randoms.
5 randoms?
Yes, the rest were very slow, a lot of 3 blockers. The meet finished up, I think, with 3 blockers back to back to back. So obviously the random helps the average, but a lot of slow rounds, a lot of blocks out the door as well.
How's the situation in the female category? We knew it would be interesting and exciting here to see what's going on. Almost more exciting than in the open class, because, you know, Hayabusa, we knew that would run away. some interesting stuff on the silver bronze medal situation, but in the female it was nobody really knew how it would be.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame there's not more of the female teams attended this meet. So it's unfortunate it's not an official meet in terms of there's only 3 teams in the category, so we can't have we can't declare a World Cup champion or European champion. But for us, the important thing was to see our main rivals, of course, are the Golden Knights and the Deep Blue Girls. So it's a perfect opportunity, perfect timing to come and see where everyone's at this stage of the season. And it's obvious for us to see the US girls have kicked it up a notch now and have given a big challenge to the French girls. So it's made it more exciting, kind of turned things around in the last few months.
Did we see the 3 medal winners of Dubai here at this event?
I think it's quite possible. I mean, I'm still unsure as to the exact lineup of the teams that are going to be attending Dubai. Maybe you know more about the situation with the ISB German girls. I'm not
wide
sure.
open at the moment. Sarah was in the hospital again.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so we'll see if they will recover or not. No, we all hope so, of course.
I hope so
they
as
could
well, yeah.
they could break into that medal trio at the moment. They have the potential at least.
Yeah, let's hope they can make it to Dubai as well. I think it'll make for a more exciting competition for us all.
Mm-hmm. So what's next for?
You're going to say XL, are you?
I wouldn't say it.
Well, John's here.
The Norgis are back or still around, or what about XL for?
If we're not riding bikes together, we're hanging out on the drop zone together, we're in the tunnel together, so
Right.
XL will go on for as long as we're alive, you know.
Yeah,
So,
you would have to fire
at least
Brian
6 more
Johnson.
months.
If you would follow the Norgis example, you would have to fire Brian Johnson though, I guess, right? That wouldn't work.
You can never fire Brian. He's one of us now.
it's a special part of the group.
Yeah. Well, I hear yes. Somehow he just sent me an email, and he's somehow connecting to Germany now. So who knows? Maybe he's building up something else. Actually, he just mentioned that one of his trainees were now competing in Germany.
Okay.
Anyhow, so
He's just there on a trip.
yeah. So you're biking and hiking and
Sure.
and running together, but no XL plans yet, except World Challenge 2013
I mean,
probably.
the tunnel is always the easiest place to get us together, you know, because short amount of time, very little training.
What do you think of the Norgis?
Great.
Yeah, it's great, man.
They're doing well.
Yeah, brilliant to see them. Yeah, they had they set a new Norwegian record, which is
Yeah, right.
stood for a long time, I think. So
And I think they're scoring high, even average-wise. They're scoring higher than in 2003 now.
yeah, I think they did a 21 average at the nationals or something, which is great. Huh?
Well, as you get older, right, you get better, surely.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that.
Absolutely true.
Like fine wine and smelly cheese.
So it is. All right, let's leave it like that then. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kurt.
And here's Polaris. Actually, we just came from the boarding area where the Golden Knights and the deep Aerodyne Deep Blue Defenders. Polaris is much easier. Are heading out for round 7. You will be next after that. Polaris has the best performance of the season, probably, right, Trude? We talked about this a little bit earlier. Yeah.
We're very happy with our...
Your coach said, everybody says the same thing. Your coach says it. How is it being so far behind? How does it feel to be so far behind the top teams, Golden Knights, and while still doing your best meet of the season? What kind of feeling does that give you? Is it frustrating or?
No,
I think it just makes you want to work harder. You have something to stretch towards and the challenge. It's great. And now we know where everyone is and what we need to do. We can see what we need to work on and follow the plan that Steve has had for us the whole way. So it's great.
It's a matter of resources probably too. I know I've seen you, a lot on Facebook. So you seem to be training all the time. Is that true?
No,
That's not true.
Have you turned into full time?
definitely not. We're working full time and skydiving when we have time off. So.
Actually more than full time because we need time off to skydive. So when we're off at home we work extra.
Yeah, and that is definitely different with the Golden Knights, obviously. No, they've done 600 jumps between the Shamrock, where you beat them by a point,
Yeah.
right? To set that straight, I had this wrong earlier in one of the stories. You know, you were 1 point ahead of them actually, and then from then on it was probably difficult to keep up with their efforts. I would guess.
Absolutely, yeah. You have to train and jump and do tunnel, and we can only do what we can do with the money we have and
Yeah.
the time we have. So
What do you think about the French team? You tied them in the last round. Do you think you're getting closer to them?
it's hard to say. They haven't trained that much lately, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're doing good as well.
Props are running. I guess I cannot keep you up for too long. Thank you very much for a few minutes here before round 7. Thanks.